Good morning to the morning group. Good afternoon to the afternoon group. I hope you all are well. It's a bit cloudy today in Inchicore. It's a bit gloomy and grey, which means it's I think it's raining outside again. I'll just check out the window. Yeah, it's raining, and it means it's quite cold today and very breezy. So I have my jumper on because I'm quite cold, which is a bit mad considering how warm it was. Anyway, they say the good weather is coming back again, so we might have hot weather again, and so it's nice to get out. Anyway, it's nice to go out in the rainy weather too, isn't it? Because we used to like to go out and jump in the muddy puddles. Remember out in the yard, we used to go out and jump in the puddles. Yeah. Well, we'll do it all again when we get back to school. Now, okay, do you remember I had this bottle here the other day, and I had this pencil here, do you remember? Or a pencil like this. I think I used a different colour pencil. Or maybe I used this one. And I had that on top like that, look at that. And then I had my blanket, my stripy blanket, and I had my magic wand, do you remember? My pen here. And with this pen, I was able to make that pencil rotate, which means to go around, rotate. And I just rubbed it up and down like that, you see. And what happened was then I was using a special force to make the pencil rotate. I wasn't blowing it, I wasn't spinning it with my hand, I was using a special power. Can you remember what that power was? Yep, it's called static electricity. Static electricity. Now, do you remember I told you as well that everything in the world is made up of atoms? Atoms, tiny little things. You can't see them with your eye. They're teeny, teeny, tiny things. So that pencil is made out of atoms. That bottle is made out of atoms. This pen is made out of atoms. My jumper is made out of atoms. I am made out of atoms. And what happens is, because inside every atom there is a thing called electrons. Electrons. Three sounds. Electrons. Electrons. And the electrons create the static electricity. So at the moment, when I'm rubbing this pen up and down the blanket, the electrons are buzzing off each other, yeah? And what happens is I am charging the pen with a static electricity. It's kind of like when your mom or your dad plugs in their phone with the charger, it charges the phone. I'm charging the pen, yeah? Now, we don't mess with the plugs, electricity and plugs, or the electricity and switches. No, we never touch that. Nothing to do with us. But static electricity, yeah, that's fine. So I'm charging the pen, and what happens then is, let's see, can I make the pencil rotate by using static electricity? Let's find out. There we go, and it's moving there, nice and gentle. Look at that. Whoa, let's see, make it go the other way. Can we make it go the other way? Look, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. There you go, well done. So there you go. I used that to make the pencil rotate by using static electricity. Now, there's another thing I could use that's very good for making static electricity, and you may have seen these before. Have you ever seen one of these? It's a balloon. Yeah, a balloon. Now, if you have a balloon at home, great. If you'd be able to do this. If you haven't, maybe you might get one. And if you don't get one, we'll definitely do it when we go back to the early start room, okay? Right, now the first thing you have to do is blow it up. There you go, look at that. So it's nice and big, isn't it? Now, I'm just going to tie a knot in the end of there so the air doesn't escape, because if it does, it'll make a very funny noise and the balloon will disappear from me. Ow! Now, there we go. Just cut my finger. So there is a balloon, nice big balloon. Now, I told you that it was a cold day today, and I'm wearing my jumper. So I can use my jumper because it's woolly to create static electricity. So I'll take the balloon here and rub it like that. So I'm just rubbing it up and down like that, up and down a few times. Right? See that? I'm just rubbing it up and down. Oh, did you notice that? Look, look. Oh, did you see my hair? Let's check that again. I just saw something funny going on there. Look at that. So if I hold the balloon next, look. My hair is moving. Look at that. So who needs a hairdresser? Maybe when... That's funny, isn't it? So maybe I could just go to get a balloon and get my hair cut. Or fix my hair with, there you go, lovely, lovely, lovely. Anyway, not too early. So what I'm going to do is see, can I make the pencil move using the static electricity that I've charged. So I've charged the balloon, so let's see, here we go, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go. Oh, look at that, it's flying around, yeah. Let's see, can I make it go the other way? Come the other way. Not touching it, but I'm making it rotate so I can charge it through it again. And so you can make it a bit fat. There it's going flying around. So static electricity works with balloons. Very good. Now, I want to show you something else now, right? Another little trick we can do with a balloon. We can turn the balloon by using static electricity and the balloon. We can turn it into a Hoover. I'll just put you down over there for a minute. Down. Stay. It's rolling around. So I'm just going to move it down here for a second and have a little look. So now, here below, I have some paper here. I don't know if you can see. Let's move it back a little bit there. Some paper. So I took a little piece of paper from I cut out a little bit from the newspaper, or any paper really will do. And I just cut it into a strip like this. Okay. And then, oh, sorry, it's cut there a bit more. Now, there we go. Oops, a daisy. And then I'm going to cut it into tiny little pieces. Oh, there we go. So you can see it falling down there. Okay. So there. So I have quite a lot of paper down here cut into tiny little squares. Tiny little teeny tiny squares. Now, do you remember I said I can make my balloon, turn it into a Hoover. Now the first thing is I'm going to have to charge it. So I'll have to charge it by rubbing it down my sleeve. Can you see that? There we go. On my chest, on my shoulder, I'm charging up the balloon. So I want to give a nice big charge. Right, there we go. Now I'm going to watch the pieces of paper. Now I'm going to bring the balloon down and let's see what happens. Can you guess? Let's find out. Here we go. Here it comes. Oh, look at that. The paper is jumping up there. Look. You can see it there. So the paper is jumping up to the balloon and it's actually sticking to it. So I'm going to wipe that off. I'm going to give it another charge so we can pick up the paper with the balloon because we've statically charged the balloon. We've put lots of electricity in it. Let's see it again. Here we go. And there we go. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Now, so you could try that. Now, another trick you can try as well is if you have one of these, okay, can you remember what this is? Well, it's a can of drink. Fizzy drink. Don't drink too many of them. But can you remember what shape this tin is? This can. Can you? Can you remember? It's circular at the top, circular at the bottom, and it's round at the side. So when it stands, it can slide, and on its side, it can roll. Can you remember what shape it was? Yes, it's a cylinder. Very good. Cylinder. So I'm going to lie it down there for a second. There we go. And I'm going to charge my balloon. And all the paper that was stuck just fell over me now. Look, it's all over me. Oh, I'll have to pick it up in a minute. Now I'll just move that around. So I'm just going to charge it up on my arm there. Give it a good charge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see can I make the can move. Right? Now the can is quite heavy. I wonder if it will move. Now that can is made out of stuff called aluminium. Aluminium, which that's the kind of can you need to use. So like if you have a tin of beans, that won't work because that's made out of something else. Okay, so aluminium, and we'll give it a go. Right, let's find out. So let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see it. Rolling it over. Let's say give it a little charge. It's not rolling a lot, but it's moving, it's working. So the static electricity is making the can roll. There, it's going that way now. And remember, I'm not touching it with the balloon, I'm just holding the balloon over and we can make the can move. It's kind of spooky, isn't it? Look at that. Woo, that's a good move. There we go. Oh, you go there. Look at that. Can doesn't know where to go that way. Or that way. Which way do you want me to go? Let's give it another little shot. Let's see what happens. So we're kind of confused. The poor can doesn't know. What way do you want me to go? Left or right? Let's find out. Oh, he's gone. There we go. Come this way. Can you come that way? There. Look at that. Bit more. Do it once more. Let's do it one more time. Come on over here. Come on. Go that way. No, go this way. So we're making the poor can a little bit dizzy. Look at that. Very good. So maybe you could try that, yeah? You could try that with your a can if you have one, okay? Give it a go and see what happens. So, let me know how you get on. Now, my balloon here, I'm finished with my balloon, and in this hand here I have a pin. A pin, can you see it? Where is the camera? There you go, look at that, very sharp pin. Come back a little bit. Now, what happens, do you think, when I press this pin into the balloon? What do you think is going to happen? Think it's going to make a noise? I wonder. Let's find out. Ready? So you count. Oh, let's see. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Did you hear that massive sound? Did you? Well, we hear it again because I have another balloon over here. If I just bring it over, okay. So I punch or press this pin into the balloon, and what's going to happen is you're going to hear the noise. Now I want you to understand again, why does it make that noise? Well, I'll tell you. So outside the balloon there is air, and inside the balloon there is also air. Yeah. So when I pop the balloon with the pin, all the air in the inside rushes out, yeah, and it smacks against the air on the outside. Okay, so remember I told you everything is made out of atoms, yeah? Well, the air is also made up of atoms, so all the air atoms will come bursting out of the balloon, flying out of the balloon like this, and they'll meet the air on the outside, and they go like this, and that's why it makes the noise. It's the atoms clapping against each other. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? So, when I pop the balloon with the pin, the air in the inside is going to come out and hit against the air in the outside, and all the atoms, the hundreds of thousands and millions of atoms that we can't see, will hit off each other like a load of little teeny tiny hands clapping. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Well, I got a bit of a fright there. Anyway, now, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon. And we might do some more experiments, or we might do some more stories, or maybe, you can let us know what you'd like myself, Taylor, and Veronica to do, okay? So I want you to mind yourselves now, and look after yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Okay. Goodbye, you big noodles.